accept I think that was the Sylvester's
the second issue, madam.
Yeah, can you hold on, please?
Please hold on, sir.
Can you hold on, please? Can you hold on?
Hold on.
You'll be talking if you are a counselor. Listen to the mother.
Accept our condolences.
Listen to the
Did I
mother.
just hear Sylvester's mother? Is that Sylvester's mother?
Make her talk.
Wait. Let's do a replay. Let me get this gist. This PTA meeting, is Sylvester's mother in this PTA meeting? Because I really need to know this part. Guys, I'm going to just quickly refresh this and let's listen to this again so that we understand the conversation that is going on.
I worked at Dowen College for several years. One of the problems we have with most of the boarding houses today is that the structures are not built they're not purpose-built for boarding houses. I might be referring to Dowen College. Now, a situation where you have several stories, several floors, and no floor has a house parent monitoring the students. By the time you hear a sound and you go upstairs, the seniors have changed the story. That's exactly what happened at Dowen College. From the first day, they moved the students out of hired buildings into the permanent hostel. It was a time bomb waiting. Eventually, I resigned and left them. I went to A-Hall from Dowen College because of that situation. The children are not well monitored. I shouldn't say too much about the place.
I'm sorry to say, why are you saying it now when it's better time?
Secondly,
why did you not say things? Why are you saying it now? My dad was bullied, I almost died in Dowen College. Why did you not speak up now? Why did you not speak up then? And child has died now. And now you are talking, you saw this thing for 9 years. Then you left this school.
And I resigned because of
My
that.
son is a victim. They did exactly what they did to
the second problem, madam.
They put off the light. They beat him. They were dancing around. They carried a box on his head.
I'm so sorry. Good evening. Good evening.
The second problem.
Please.
Mr. Moy,
The second issue, ma'am.
No, please hold on. We need. Please accept our condolence, ma'am. All this is. Please accept our. I think that was the Sylvester's
the second issue, madam.
Yeah, can you hold on, please?
Please hold on, sir.
Can you hold on, please? Can you hold on? You'll be talking if you are a counselor. Listen to the mother.
Make her talk.
I did know
That's
that
the problem we have. Listen.
Thing that they did to Sylvester Omoboni, they did it to my son. They entered the room. They put off the lights. 7 of them. They brought my son to kneel down. They put a suitcase on his head. They were dancing around him like in an aquatic gathering. They were beating him. At the same time, they took out a phone. They recorded it. That video is online somewhere. And you are telling me that you left Dowen because of the bullying. Why did you not say it? So that more like us, we don't make mistakes.
Finally, we got the full gist. So basically that conversation is the Parents Teachers Association meeting held by the Dowen PTA group. And I think this is a virtual meeting. I don't know if they've been having this before, but clearly we now know that that was not Sylvester's mother. That was actually one of the parents of a child that has also suffered abuse in the same school. So guys, it literally looks like this is a culture in this school. It literally looks like this is like a system in this school. It literally looks like most school administrators don't pay attention. They are not paying attention. They are not listening. And listen, guys, I think it's time for us all to grow up and understand that the more we overlook these things, the more we speak too much, the more we speak more than we listen, we're going to keep having more problems and maybe things that are going to be very unthinkable. Guys, let's talk about this. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Julie, and welcome back to this episode. We're still talking about Sylvester Omoboni's justice for Sylvester Omoboni. And, you know, the first time I did a video like this, I was really teary. As a highly sensitive person, things like this get the worst part of me. I felt I've been very devastated. I've not been able to put myself together to talk about this case. But I think right now I'm in the good frame of mind. My thought processes are very clear now. So it turns out that this ex-school counselor is not the only insensitive person from obviously the conversation we had. The school administration, even the principal, has been totally unbothered about this death. And I'm just going to play a clip right now so you listen from Sylvester's father. What has really been going on, guys? This is crazy.
But the online classes they are taking, if they have children, if they have arts, I think it's wrong. We're talking of human being. It's wrong. If it happened to their children before, will they do this? In fact, I will beg the state governor to please stop the school from doing online classes.
Not listen. Why are parents so insensitive? After listening to Sylvester's father, I feel terrible. I'm like, what? I don't understand. What is this cancel culture that we practice in this part of the world? Why can't we all get involved? I think one of the biggest problems that we have today is social inclusion. We just want to act like it doesn't matter because it's not us. We are not involved. And seriously, when we look at accountability, I think I am very, very, it's crazy that the Dowen administrative don't even know how to handle things like this. It's very crazy that they've turned on everything on their social media page, like no comments on it. Guys, Dowen, you guys need to wake up already. This is a human life that we're talking about. You guys need to be accountable for every single thing. And I think right now is the time for us to talk about these problems because they will keep on piling up if we don't do something about it. What are we raising? Are we raising criminals? Are we raising beasts? It's just super crazy that this thing is a culture that we have all imbibed in us. If this can happen to the rich, how much more the ones who can't even pay school fees, who send their children to public schools? How many more deaths do we need before we understand that it's time for us to wake up and do something? Guys, it's not enough for us to scream justice for Sylvester. There is a link in the description box. Guys, use it right now and just sign the petition. Let us fight it till the finish. It is not enough to share this. It's not enough to scream on social media. It's not enough to just make noise about it. Let's take action. Be a part of the social inclusion process that would help us bring more people to be very accountable to this. Like a lot of reactions on this is coming out. The real story is coming out. We're getting to understand it. The principal is so insensitive. How on earth are we doing this to ourselves? It is very crazy. Guys, I'm literally livid. And I'm like, what is happening to our humanity? Why are we so insensitive? Why do we feel like there are some people who should be bigger than some people? Where is the equality? Where is the humanity in us? This is super crazy, guys. I don't know about you, but please, this is a very, very important notice to you. It's time for us to get included in the process. It's time for us to just stop talking and start acting. And the only way we can act towards this, the only way we can solve this problem, this puzzle, is to be a part of the process. Guys, don't forget to visit the link in the description box. You're going to find the petition. Go to the page. You're going to scroll down. Reading through these things, you'll be alarmed. You'll be alarmed at the crazy things that are happening. People are giving reasons why they're signing this petition, and I'm berserk already. Guys, I'm going to see you all in another video. Thank you so much for your watch time. Justice for Sylvester Omoboni. It could be anybody. It could be anybody. This boy literally is the strongest person I know. He had to go through all this. He died a very painful death. And the reason I feel he actually lived to make this confession was because he just needed to be that person that would sacrifice himself so that other kids will be liberated from the sin that is continuous in our society. And we're still heartbroken, but we know and we hope that Sylvester Omoboni's death will be the very last we're going to hear about things like this. Schools should please wake up. There are so many lessons to it. Why don't we have hospitals in schools? Why don't we have CCTV cameras in school? Why don't we have conducive environments in school? Why do we have to pay so much and to receive so little value? Why are we so so inclined into our business and not even into the human life? Why are we so insensitive to human life? Why do we value our businesses more than we value human life? This is a culture, this is a tradition that I feel the Nigerian people are better than, and we can actually do something to stop this. This has to stop. Sylvester's case should be the last we hear of it, because every child out there deserves to live. I mean, let's stop this and save our children from social manipulators and crazy systems like this. We need structures, guys. We need structures, and we need it now. And we can't have structures if you're not doing something about it, if you're not being a part of the process, if you're not taking an action now. Do it now. Justice for Sylvester Omoboni. Parents, I think it's time for us to also listen. We are not listening to our kids. I think it's time for us to pay more attention. I think it's time for us to make sure that we do regular checkups on our kids. I think it's high time for us to understand that we need to listen to what our children are saying, because the problem right now is that we do not listen. Guys, let's listen more, talk less, and let's learn from this whole thing that has happened to Sylvester and understand that there's so much more that we can do and should do, and we should put a system in place. We should have a structure in place. And with this, maybe we might give these children a future to live in. We have all been through this. I mean, it can't go on forever. I went through this. You have gone through this. I know there's so many stories out there that we've not heard of. I know there are crazier stories that are happening, but I know we can make something. We can make something out of this, and we can make this stop. Let's make it stop together. Social inclusion means that you have to be a part of the process. I'm going to leave you with this clip from somebody very important, and she makes a lot of sense. Like, she makes a lot of sense. We have kids that have suffered this. I mean, the story of the 14-year-old girl who died of sepsis, the story of Don Davis, the story of so many untold people, they're still out there ringing out loud. When are we going to bring these people to book? You guys cannot be above justice. You guys can't be above the law. I mean, people cannot be above the law. We have to make parents accountable. And if these parents of these children are still out there, they should be brought down. We should talk about this. And seriously, I think we all deserve better. I mean, it's super crazy that these things are still happening in this modern age. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for your watch time. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and be a part of the conversation. I'm going to take my time to also analyze this video, probably in my next one. For now, this is some of the thoughts I felt I needed to share with you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all in another video. For now, bye-bye.
Only an autopsy will reveal the truth of what happened to that boy. In whatever situation, they've been sent to school and they come back dead. Millions of money spent on tuition. There must be justice for every child who has died. You cannot choose. Your outrage has to be seamless. You cannot choose when and when not to speak. You demand better of leaders. You demand better of school authorities. Disabling comments for something has happened. People are concerned. You are disabling comments on your page. Comes like a pack of cards that has fallen when you don't elect the right people to do the right thing. Laws, policy makers, because all this thing is from there. Only consistent call-outs, consistent election of the right people in the right places that will take care of all of us, not just some of us.